Hello YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. This is part 3 of the Coastal Cottage build series. I've done 1 and 2 just to show the newcomers where we are. We're at Coastal Cottage just here on kind of the east coast here. Got the slog down here. And just for those guys, I've been pretty much playing Fallout 76 for the last year, so I haven't played Fallout 4 for probably a good year. But someone requested that I show them a build video of this location, so that's what I'm doing. So I've kind of done that. So just bear with me as I figure things out. I will probably be coming back and building some proper stairs here. I'll see how I feel. I'll come here and I'll finish this bottom basement area. But this is kind of what I've done so far. I'm a big fan of fences around my settlements. This is the front entrance, so I'll probably put some switches and generators possibly. But I'll see how far I get. But obviously there's potential for you guys to just do whatever you feel like doing. I generally like the second door here, just so when the provisioners come in, they can get directly into this area to deliver. They generally want to get to the workshop, so they generally want to come through here. So that's why I'll put that door. We'll see if they actually can get in. I have seen them come the other way around as well, up this way. So we will see if they do that as well. So let's see if we can actually open this door here while we... See if we can just link these two doors here quick. No, it's not allowing me to. Okay, let's just build a quick generator there. And we'll keep this door open for a sec. And we'll probably put a fusion reactor here later on. If we get that far. It doesn't like that. Guess it doesn't like that fence yet. We might have to move that fence for a moment. Okay, let's try to store this fence, see if that's blocking it. Alright. I don't think I was that close, but I guess. Okay, it's probably not. It's okay, I can leave that open. I'm not too tied to that fence, but let's see if we can put it back. I'm just more curious than anything. Don't let me put that one there, interesting enough. But not the other one. Alright. Okay, so the provisions might come in here and they might be able to get through down the stairs. I do have a robot with treads, so anyway. So this is kind of what I have, front entrance. For those who haven't watched the first video, I generally start building at this block here, and I just basically work my way outwards and get creative. I like to cover up as much as I can in terms of this, and I like to have a flat area for myself. I also like to keep as many trees as I can because I think it adds character to this element, but it's up to you if you want to actually keep those trees or not. Okay, then I'll create a flat area, and this, I'm still undecided what I want to do here. I might build was thinking of building some glass, like building up and then building like a glass viewing area, kind of I want to do something different with this element. I've already done this element twice, and I've done slightly different variations of them, so I kind of want to mix it up a little bit, try something new if I can. One of the things I like to do is when you build sort of in areas like this that has these beautiful views, then you kind of want to build and give yourself that view. But we'll see where we get. But I think for today, I want to try and figure out what I want to do with this area down here, because this one's kind of bothering me a little bit. I try to build stairs, but because the ground's not even and there's objects in the ground, it wouldn't let me as such. Now I could just let it go around the sides and just leave some steps here. That'll be the easiest. But let's see what we can do here. Of course, we have that guy there, which isn't helpful. Alright, let's see if we can. It might get in our way. Okay, let's actually get rid of those guys. Yeah, I know that's gonna go skew. Let's see if we can get this as straight as possible. So you kind of want to get it as straight as possible. You won't get it perfect probably. That's okay. We have to watch we don't hit into that metal container. We might run into some issues there. Now you also want to build some smaller steps, just because we don't know how many we're going to need to get to the top there, and we may run out of space. So it's really kind of just risky doing that, but let's see how far we get. Now you can see I'm a little bit off on each step. That's okay. I think it'll still be okay in the most part. You want to try and get it as straight as possible. It's okay, we can put that there. kind of come over here and just kind of see how close you are to that line. You kind of want to look at that line and that line. I think we're okay. We'll soon see, I guess. We'll come deal with that. We may just build some concrete stairs at the bottom, yeah. We may do something like this. We'll see. We'll come mess around with it later. Yeah, we won't worry about that for now. You know, you could just ignore this entire area down here. I just like to use this area because sometimes the provisioners will come up here. It's kind of it looks kind of cool. You can put ramps down there if you want. We may even put a ramp there at the bottom of the step. We'll see. So far, it's working in our favor for now. Now you can see how I'm skew there. That's okay. We'll figure that out. So that's why it's important to be straight when you start off with, but we don't live in a perfect world. Okay. Now, it all depends on how much time you want to put into this. So we probably need to go at least one. I'm just going to guess here by these lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give or take 5 more blocks. Okay, so we're just going to keep going here. Now it's a good thing those things are kind of joining in there, because we'll probably be able to cover it up when we get to the top. So we don't actually need both of those necessary. That one will fit there, but I'm not going to bother. Don't care about that one as such. Huh? Although we may need to, or we may be running into obstacles, which will be even worse. Oh. Okay, so far so good. So by looking at this wall here, I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 3 more. If we can get 3 more, would be okay. I don't know, we're getting pretty close. Oh, we might get lucky. Not quite the way I envisioned it, but it'll do. I think if we can do one more, that'll be great. fact, so we could probably do. Just make sure you're not your last one, but. We can try one more, but I have a feeling. Oh, not bad, not bad. Okay, so let's try to get rid of these guys. Now be very careful when you remove the wood pieces. You don't remove a wooden block by accident, like a concrete block by accident. So don't worry about these ones in the walls. We'll come back to those in a sec. Now you could probably leave these guys, yeah, let's leave those guys. You can actually just cover them. You don't actually have to waste your time removing them if you don't want to. Okay, so let's remove these guys. But leave these ones that are kind of joining, and we'll see. Let's see if we can actually cover these guys up. I can see that buries it. Doesn't look quite right in terms of texture, but that's okay, I think. Let's see if we can. I'd rather have that covered than not covered, for instance, if you know what I'm saying. Now, probably what we should have done is we should have what we could do I don't know if it's going to work. That's okay. I should probably left those there. I haven't made it worse than it should have been. I think I'm going to regret that. What I should have done is done a save. Okay, so let me do, before I mess it up any further, do a quick save. Remember to save, you're not auto-saving. Oh. Okay. Alright, so I got that back to where it was. And another save here. So what I was saying is, as you build in the steps like we did these guys, just continue putting them in here, and then we wouldn't have that gap like that. But I'm not going to worry too much about that. I thought I could fix it afterwards, but I'm okay with that. Okay, so what I'll do is I will put these guys there. That's okay, you got a gap. It's not a big deal. Kind of knew that was going to happen. Not the end of the world. Now let's see at the bottom here. There's a couple of things we could do here. My immediate thought is concrete steps. So we can do something like that. Still doesn't get us to the bottom like that. The other thing we can do, which I kind of didn't really want to do, but if there's only one ramp, it's not the end of the world, I don't think. Go here to, if you got the Voltec DLC, and we can put a ramp there. And the nice thing about that is if you do have robots on treads, they can get up here fairly easily without... Okay, I'm going to move this guy here for now. Okay, let's see what we can do. So coming up the steps, you know, you've got this platform here. Got some more space here. Not sure why we're not building it. There's nothing there that should be preventing it. It's been difficult, I think. Interesting. No, not having to build it for some reason. Anything by the looks of it. Alright. Okay, no big deal. Okay, so you got these nice little steps that go right down to the bottom. You got a ramp, and you know anything underneath here can. Okay, let's see if we can. I'm just going to build that there so it kind of looks a little complete. Oh, yeah, I might leave that corner open just so if anything that needs to get by can actually get by. Yeah, that still looks okay. Oh, now if you look up the middle of the steps, you can see the lines are a little bit off. Kind of gives you that unique kind of pattern, but that'll tell you if you're straight or not, pretty much. But that's not bad. I mean, for doing it manually, that's actually not bad. Like I say, if you use this jugs stepping tool, you'll get those as straight as possible. But to build that in this location would be, I think, almost impossible. But I'm okay with that. I kind of like it. It's a little bit off, gives you that kind of unique pattern a little bit. The only thing I would have said differently is, as you're building these steps, put a piece of wood there. Try and get it to match up. If these were all had closed in, I'd probably like that a little bit better. But considering a manual approach, that's not bad. Okay, so coming back to this build, let's just check and see where our borders are here. So we could probably go a little bit more. Let's see how many, if we can actually go some more here. Actually, I'm not going to do that just because I've closed the bottom. I spent the time doing that. I don't want to go waste my time redoing that. But for this at the moment, let's continue with the barriers. We can change this into a nice little sitting area. The other thing you can do is, actually I might change this area into a nice little glass room. This is like the perfect location to have a nice view and stuff. So let's leave that for the moment. And we may turn this area into a nice sitting area. So let's continue with that instead. Let me just do that quickly, and then let's see if we can build some steps here quickly. And I think I'll call it that for this video. I just wanted to kind of deal with the steps, which I've done. I'm kind of happy with those. Now, do check out my other videos. I did do something different. I did use ramps in my other video, but I did something a little bit different. I built some rooms at the bottom with a couple ramps. They do look pretty nice. You might prefer that over something like this. You could try go this direction for the steps. I don't want to spend too much time, especially because it looked like there were objects blocking the steps in the ground. But let's finish this area off here quick. Okay, so I'm just using the Voltec DLC here. So if you don't have it, you want to do this, you're going to have to get the Voltec DLC. I really like this sort of glass barrier type deal going on. Gives me that nice balcony feel. Okay, so you've got this little balcony area. We can put like a barbecue up here, some chairs, but we'll come back to it a bit later. Okay, so I'm just going to deal with this hole here quick. Put some nice decorations. Okay, he's got some nice decorations. No one will be the wiser. Okay. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna probably build a little room here, like a bedroom, someone's little room here. Try to use a space a little bit. We'll make it a nice view. You can make it a lookout tower, whatever you want to do here. I can't say I've seen the provisioners come in and out, but they may be coming in here. We may see them later on. Okay, so we've got these steps. We've got a room here. You can turn this into a little room. Patio if you want it. Now, if we did build steps here, it would be maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not bad. I'm not sure it's going to let us, but let's try. I really don't like this ladder. I guess I'm too addicted to the concrete steps. So let's get rid of these guys. Now, I do run the risk of not being able to get these guys back. I should have done a save there. So let's do this. Let's do a quick save here. So before you start building, just do a save, especially if you like what you've done so far. Because the last thing you want is to wreck what you've done, right? And you can't put it back. Okay, so let's try, see if I can put this guy back here. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to put this guy back without removing this guy. Probably this guy. Okay, so that's what you do. You gotta be careful when you start doing the steps and stuff, because you know you might not be able to actually put it the way it was, right? Now the problem is these guys are at angles. It might not let me put it where I need to put it, right? So, but let's see. As long as we're higher than the other steps, then generally we should be okay. Okay, so now the problem is we want to actually try align it with the wall. Okay, that's not bad. I'm higher. I have to be higher, I think. I'm not done sure I really want to put those there. Okay, so you might be able to get some blocks in those little triangles there, not a big deal. It's just, you can cover it with mats if you want. You could make this higher if you want as well. If you really didn't like those holes, you could just do, if you don't mind the look. And then kind of looks like a step more than a. Okay, so I'm not going to bother too much with that. Let me see. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, so I'm going to leave that as is. And if you really don't like that mat, you can just come here to decorations, floor coverings, and you know what? Find a mat. And you won't even notice the hole pretty much. Okay, so let's try. Okay, so let's see. We're going to probably have to remove those two for now. That's okay. And let's see if we can build some steps here quick. Now we need about 3 or 4 steps. So if you look at this angle, we need probably 1, 2, maybe 3 more. So let's continue. So as you can see, we're getting close to our build limit there. Okay, so it's not going to let me build yet. Let's go get rid of these guys. I guess that's the problem with leaving some extra blocks in the walls. Might be there's some I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. Really doesn't like that for some reason, eh? I wonder if it's because it's not straight. So why don't we put it over here, right? But not over here, which is kind of interesting. Not where I want it. Move it back a little bit. Well, that kind of sucks. But it lets me do it over here, which is interesting. Yeah, I mean, I definitely need 2 more. I'd like to get 2 more in there, right? Okay, let me try a different block. Sometimes, if you use different wooden blocks, it behaves differently, right? It shouldn't, but I think sometimes it does. Look at that. So you can see there's a difference in level from these wooden blocks and the other ones, but it actually has lifted it above them, which is kind of okay. Okay, so let's try this again. We just need 1 more. We can do 1 more, I'd be happy with that. Okay, let's take a look here. I'm going to go with 1 more. Actually, I don't even think that's going to help me. Okay, so I'm going to just leave it at that. Let's see here quick. I don't know if that one actually even helped me, to be honest. I really need 1 over here, right? Actually, this guy, I think I was building towards that one. Alright, let's see what we're going to do. Let's get rid of these blocks. Let's see where we're at. All right. Okay, I'm not hating that. No, see, that doesn't fit because it's obviously misaligned. Had I aligned it with this block here, which I probably should have done, we should probably build the steps, but I built it in between thinking that'll be okay. But that's okay. I'm okay with if I could put a block right over there, I think I would be happy. Oh, I am surprised that actually did fit. It wasn't quite what I was looking for. I wanted to try get rid of that corner. I wanted to build another one where that block is. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's get rid of these guys. Okay. So there we go. So it looks almost even, not quite, but not bad. We've got these steps up here. You could put some carpet. You could put another. What it would have been nice is if we put another block here. Because then there'll just be a little lip there. So let's see. Okay, so before we do that, I'm okay with that. So I'm going to do a quick save before I wreck it. What I wouldn't mind is one more step. I think I'm going to go, just because it's a little bit lower, I think I'm going to go with the wooden ones. All right. Let's see what this looks like. Did that help at all? I was trying to achieve? Probably not. I think what I was thinking of is something like that. Maybe that's what I always had it before. I forget. Again, so it depends how much time you want to invest in making the perfect steps. Oh yeah, I think I had that before. So the only thing is I don't like this one. Let's see if we can. It's matching with this guy, yeah, which I don't want. There we go. And then we can match this one. There we go. Okay, so that's perfect. Low level, got two sides. Yeah, you can put some plants there, so it's not so obvious if you want. So let's finish this up here, and then we'll call it a video for this one. Okay, so let's go back to okay. Probably right on the border there. That's okay, I guess. Oh, maybe not. Probably don't need that there, to be honest. Okay, it's I mean, that looks good like it is. But if you wanted to spruce it up a little bit, let's go to floor decor again. You can put some of these barrels there if you wanted. But let's go with some plants. There you go. Okay, so that's looking pretty nice. Let's actually just let's go steep a little bit here. Ouch. All right. So I'm just gonna come in from the front entrance here. As you can see, there's our front entrance. Nice little area. You can put a guard post. We'll probably put a guard post by the door there. We'll figure out some switches. I'm gonna build some glass house here. So coming in. Yeah, you all know that these stairs are bothering me, but that's okay. I'm gonna have to live with some of them. Okay, we come down here and we can go down. So like I say, if you don't like the ramps, just put some concrete stairs. You can probably figure something out there, make it look a little bit nicer. I might switch it out a bit later. You got a little sitting area right here, beautiful views. Okay, if you don't like the trees, get rid of the trees or make it a little bit cleaner, but I like the character that it puts there. And then we got these stairs. So again, if you're looking at the middle, not too bad, not too off. Okay, we've got this whole area, which you can do almost anything. You can put a whole bunch of vendors. I've done that before, put a bunch of vendors at the back here. Put generators, a whole sitting area here. If you want, you can put some guard posts up here, whatever you want. Goes right down to the front entrance. So yeah, you can be pretty creative if you want. You can make a nice little area. You could maybe put some more concrete blocks up here if you want to build some houses. I have done in the past. Put some those metal houses up here. But yeah, you've got the whole area. You can pretty much build anything at this point to make it kind of look like how that roof is coming over the top there. Gives that kind of a double story there. Got some steps down here. The thing I don't necessarily like is this bush here, but we can't get rid of those without mods, so I'll just have to live that. We'll probably build some additional. Actually, why don't we do that right now? Let's just try and line up those glass things here quick. Okay, so you got the glass barriers. Looks a little bit consistent. You might want to add a turret or two to just face this area in case we have some enemies. Of course, you can build in here. So I built floors in here to cover this mess in here. You can pretty much do some decent flooring to make it look a little bit nicer and still be able to get in that. We'll probably cover that up a bit later in another video. Put some beds in there or something. And we'll build some stairs, make this a little room. There's not much you can really do with this, but because this hole is a little cave, it's kind of nice to at least use it. If you don't like it, you don't care about it, it's always a novelty for me to try and build down there. Because why not? If you don't care about it, you can just put a wall there, close it up. You don't have to even pay attention to it. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I just don't like that ramp. So let's go ahead and build some concrete steps here quick. Too bad that you can't build connecting ones that will snap in, right? Multiple levels. Alright. Not the same height. I think it bugs me less than the ramp does. Okay, so there's kind of like an upper view of the settlement. Doesn't look too bad. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing to the channel. So I do make Fallout 76 content mostly, but I may start making some Fallout 4 content. We'll see if I do, but for now I will probably make a couple more videos on the settlement to kind of finish it up to a point where at least the various areas are closed, and I got some glass structures, maybe some bedrooms, and maybe we'll get some NPCs in here working the settlement when I'm ready. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Enjoy.